Taylor 23. Plus size. 5 feet 11. If you white, it's an automatic no. If you Hispanic, it's an a maybe. If you bulk, it's an automatic yes. White privilege. My favorite is people who send me unsolicited nut pics and then they're like, oh hi, are you ignoring me? It's just so funny to me. Like 1 minute I'm designing bioreactors and getting published for heat dissipation in polymers, and then I open this godforsaken aptitudes hanging brain who can't even pronounce saponification calling me a ceylot because I won't give attention to their limp excuses for existence. 3 billion years of evolution and the greatest form of communication you can conjure up in your fermented omelette of a conscience is submitting your inkly ballsack to a stranger on the internet to substitute the attention your parents never gave their mistake of an offspring. This is poetry. David Corensward has replaced Henry Cavill as Superman. When you want Henry Cavill, but mom says we have Henry Cavill at home. If you're Irish and you complain about Britain erasing culture, but can't even speak the language, or don't know shit about Ireland before 1910, then just shut your cake hole, nobody cares. Them being Irish and not being able to speak the language or not knowing shit about Ireland before 1910 is a direct result of Britain erasing culture, you goddamn vitamin D deficient circus clown. Worst generation of males ever. Yes, because you're all 444, weave pat, love pink stealing, Japanese cherry blossom wearing, Yasuku period saying, $40 to duck, post my booty on the internet then get mad when a guy's thirsty, screen door wig wearing, band-aid colored bar having, baby wipe shower taking, thong sandal wearing, I'm hoeing this summer saying, choo choo train catty. Snapchat karaoke females are any better. The guy who scored for Algeria is called Islam Slimani. I don't understand why parents have to push their religion onto their children like that. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Christian. Why did you capitalize my name like that? Oh my god, you'd struggle to pour water out of a boot with the instructions on the heel. Girls on Twitter trip so hard over white boys that looked like SpongeBob when he had the suds. If your child puts his or her hand in the topping, you have to pay for the entire container. Thank you. The ones offended by the sign are the type of parents who have kids that smell like heat dog water. Music snacks, but that's a nice piece of chocolate. Lol, we aren't food. That's like me saying oh that's a nice piece of condensed milk to a white person. I feel like I would have survived the sub accident. This isn't a joke. You always hear about those 1 in a million odds where people drive off a cliff and had 0.0000001% chance to survive, but they miraculously did. Well, I feel like I'm that guy. There's no real stats to back this up. I just know I've always been built different. Perhaps the implosion would have left me in air bubble while I slowly floated to the top. Or I escaped just in time through a crease and swim up quickly. In other words, I just feel like my odds, personally, would have been different. Maybe the massive amount of pressure at the bottom of the ocean would shrink his ego to the correct size. Cougar attacks fisherman. To those of you saying it's saving itself from drowning, or it's just trying to rest, y'all are the reason shampoo has instructions. If you were in that situation, you know damn well you wouldn't let a cougar on your boat, and if you did, you know you wouldn't make it back home to tell the story to your environmental activist friends. Get a reality check, lol. Lips looking like a nail prolapse. Really important to hold people accountable for their this is something. Pretty fitting she went with a ukulele over a guitar, since we know she prefers to play with things not fully grown. It's like the wall of the local Mexican restaurant. Water is wet, and a Dorshan kills a human being. This lake vehemently stands with women having the right to choose. Thomas, not even your first talking point is correct. Water is not wet. What water touches is wet. I'm confident I have a lot more experience in making things wet than you do. For a guy that looks like he only eats saltine crackers, he handled those spices very well. I just wrote the most savage breakup song using all 50 states. I could make a really good me either. Group of good Samaritans spend 4 hours pushing a beached whale back into the ocean. This is why whales can't evolve and join the rest of the mammals on land. We keep pushing them back into the ocean. Yo mama was successful. Don't forget her. Each large muscle of a bodybuilder represents a language he didn't learn, a poem he didn't read, a fun fact he never memorized. Thucydides said that the society that separates its scholars from its warriors will have its thinking done by cowards and its fighting by fools. However, you appear to be both a fool and a coward. I'm Steve Huffman. And I'm a greedy little pig boy. Looks like Mark Zuckerberg's Mormon cousin. YouTuber addressed her grooming allegations while playing a ukulele in new video. Stop playing an A minor, that's how you got here in the first place. Cramming soup in your mom's mouth. You're from Syria, the only thing cramming your way is an ex-death strike. Dudes be like, I want a goth girlfriend and dress like this. That is a happy and well looked after duck. A lot of steps to make a foie grace. This is why your parents change the subject when you're brought up. Do you think any other spider variant has a crush towards her other than Miles? Shooting out white sticky stuff while thinking of her doesn't make you a spider person. She looks like the dropship pilot from Aliens. Damn, nice reference. Indeed, she looks like her. At least the comments aren't disabled. Dude got drained faster than a cell phone battery on Pornhub. Mother ducker built like Ace. She built like the Ace end, if a sickly mule. Anthony Mackie says nothing has been proven about Jonathan Major's alleged assault. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. These guys have opposite shaped heads. Your bones remind me of asparagus. I hate asparagus. She is a gluttonous behemoth of a bowling ball. But the post makes sense. Somebody walked in on their mom elbow deep in their dad and has decided their trauma is gonna be society's problem. Yeah, you the Mother Ducker that debated the teacher Callan Columbus the bad guy. Like, bro, you duck in hole the creeper hoodie and blue glasses with the god and NASA telescope prescription. I bet you smell like cheese in real life. Like, I know you shower like it's a holiday. Bro, you set your duck in alarm to no copyright sounds cause you frig with the vibes. Homie, you go to the barber shop and they charge you extra for the 2-inch layer of dandruff on yo duckin' head when you rode or ride, cause I know yo ace is in 7th grade. The school bus you sit in the back and blast the USSR anthem, but turn it down every few seconds and duck your head down cause you embarrassed. Your playlist is Marshmello, NCS and Kevin MacLeod. You duck and watch Ben Shapiro Road compilations on your cracked iPad mini, drinking that 2 liters Mountain Dew bottle like it's water. You had one original thought and had to sit down. I bet you want to debate the trans people at your school, but get too nervous to talk to them. So you use the comments section, then get mad when nobody take you seriously. Duck out to here. His mustache looks like a brown Pizza Hut logo. I love when strange men online try to tell me I shouldn't have opinions because I've done porn. So I'm able to be a cram dumpster and have opinions, just like your mother. The roof of the car is now dented. How will you be paying? Imagine getting called fat by an unreleased game. Imagine being this stupid and thinking I'm not stupid. For someone that attempts a lot of r/roast me, you're not very good at it. You must have enough chromosomes to be able to create a copy of yourself. I met a dude named Grape. I felt bad for him. What are you talking about? That's a great name. What was his mother's name? Watermelon. When bro hits you, it's called a fruit punch. If we are going off the logic that his family has fruit names, is a family photo considered a fruit bowl or a smoothie? Fruity ace dude. I'm sure he's sweet alright. Mother ducker doesn't shower, he's watering himself. When he has kids he's definitely planting seeds alright. I apologize for my outburst. I think being offended is becoming a sport. Is that how you got in such a great shape? 22 male. I've been told I look like someone designed a custom video game character and set all the sliders to random values. No. That little check hook by Mayweather is nothing more than a point scorer. You can see Paul throw 2 punches to Mayweather's head after he clinches. You mean 1/10 of a second before he goes limper than a wet noodle with ED. Dude's brain was playing the Windows shutdown sound. Just hadn't turned out the lights quite yet. Phil with a buzz cut makes me feel like a newborn who sees their dad shave for the first time and doesn't realize they're the same person. The Switch Lite, now available in You Should Drink More Water and Overpriced sticker. It's overpriced electronic tape you uncultured, PC dropping, merch slinging, sandal and sock wearing puppet. Low effort. Low effort described your process coming out womb. Welp. Third guy graduated from a 7-Eleven bathroom. Colleen finally speaks out with this odd song. Says she's not a groomer while playing an A minor. Aaron Mullen has announced his retirement. Thanks for the memories, Lexi Voldemort. Is there any law reason for why Tim looks like a lollipop that fell on a carpet and got picked up again? Who is universally thought of as heat that you think is average at best? Imagine having to move your couch up 3 flights of stairs and your only friend is Timothy Chalamet. I actually think he's kinda cute, but this made me laugh. Definitely belongs on r/rare insults. Is this the most cringe-worthy scene in TV history? She has the emotional range of a lettuce. Bro, you asked. That guy at the end sounded like the emergency weather service warning. Out of all the comments, I bloody love your comment. So real. More info in BO. Stop deleting my comments, you grass-fed donkey. No one will believe this bullshit. This is a sad excuse for a school project or some shit. It called jelly, you American scram, you ducking cowboy boots wearing gunslinging McDonald munching bastard. And Jame is not jelly. I just like the brand new expired jar of Tesco brand gherkins. Selling tapas to aid jots. Langoustine fuelatine with sesame seeds. Curry sauce, 120 euros. Heat cold soft boiled egg Kiev style. Crystal caviar, 150 euros. Smale minestrone in vegetable olequin. Basil emulsion, 98 euros. Bluefin tuna pastilla with apricots and pistachios. Duo of tomatoes with coriander, 110 euros. Sea bass cutlets with sliced artichoke. Crystal caviar, 240 euros. Interlude of lobster with early vegetables. Reduced broth with star anise, 230 euros. Vini sole with wood sorrel emulsion. Chanterelle mushroom ravigote and almonds, 210 euros. Range of red mullet with marjoram. Eggplant caviar, 200 euros. Deviled braised veal sweetbreads. Sage ravioli, 230 euros. Mixed pigeon. Sarmagundi of candied carrots, 21 euros. Double glazed veal chop. Fricassee of chanterelles, 2 persons, 440 euros. Jersey beef rib steak, Coron sauce, vegetable frivolities, 230 euros. Fresh and aged cheeses, 45 euros. Bitter cocoa shortbread tart, bourbon vanilla ice cream, 55 euros. White peaches with bulgur and verbena ice cream, Genoa bread, 55 euros. Cherry freshness with aloe vera emulsion, 55 euros. Daiquiris praline, wilted apricots from Roussillon, 55 euros. Assortment of desserts and pastries, 60 euros. Bro, you read like an AI designed to sell tapas to aid jots. Hence why I talked about new options as well. Also, not your wedding. OP can make their own decision they best see fit. Always buy new in this scenario. Don't be a tacky piece of shit and give your new spouse someone else's discarded shit. Ask your wife's boyfriend about it. What a weirdly aggressive outlook. Wasn't trying to start anything. Hope every doorknob you touch shocks you today. Would probably be more exciting than anything else in your keyboard warrior life. I'm inclined to believe her because I can't imagine anyone spending money to look like Stretch Armstrong's Tom after he tried and failed to hop over a chain link fence. I literally lolled. Thank you for your service. Bro, the barcode won't scan. What do I do? Good one. It's a link to your mum's cam website. Yes, she works for the local zoo. She has plenty of cams watching the giraffes, etc. Southampton want 50 million for him. 75 over 88. What is what Southampton wants for him to do for his rating? That's right. Like how Ajax absolutely fleeced Man Utd out of 80 million for the Favela Goblin Anthony, who deserves 72 over 82. Cellular antenna posing as a flagpole. I have one just like this about 2 miles from my house. Ah, come on. Anyone got some extra tin foil? I gotta make me a hat. You should get all you can to prevent the microchips that Bill Gates put into the vaccinations from controlling whether you are woke or not. Roast the hell out of him if you want. Bro, he built like an average Minecraft kid that wants a Minecraft girlfriend to clickbait his 0 viewers. I bet he eats cashews for breakfast. He said he's a nation monkey. He once pretended to be Bulk in Roblox and demonized me, telling the server I was Recess. I got really mad at that. He be acting like a Discord moderator. He's a dumbass. Bring him home, Hugh Jackman. Sounds like someone is holding him by his toes and swinging him around the room. I've been watching Bring Him Home at 0.5 speed once a month for a year. Thank you. May I ask why? I understand, but Catwoman Jocelyn Wildenstein denies having any plastic surgery, cites a Swiss heritage. Ah yes, the Swiss. Famous for their chocolate, cheese, banking system, remaining neutral during conflicts, and looking like alley cats having an allergic reaction. People that are 20 plus and still in there being an asshole is funny. Are you triggered? Phase are wild to me. How are you a grown-ass adult and still not aware there's no pride in being the physical manifestation of a headache? Steve Irwin was killed while garroting a ray. He dangled his baby while feeding a crocodile and wrestled wild animals who were minding their own business. Today's Google Doodle sends a dangerous, fawning message. Wild animals are entitled to be left alone in their natural habitats. You're like the kid who wasn't invited to the party, but came anyway and shat in the pool just to get a reaction. This is ducked. Ducked like your face? It's all fine now. My old school RuneScape videos get more views than your pun. Please don't pipe up. Just duck up my privacy, fam. Dude looks like how I imagine people of other races would draw a white person. Kylie Jenner is the Ariel we deserved, and I don't care about what you say. It's already enough plastic in the ocean. How is it get over slavery, but 9/11 is never forget? More people died in 9/11 than slaves ever. I've been on Twitter on and off for about 11 years and I can honestly say, no word of exaggeration, I think this is quite possibly the single dumbest tweet ever. Quote, leaves of cabbage. Is that what's in your head? Just 5 wilted leaves of cabbage? Ignore calls in the financial aid office. What does it look like I do for a living? That is some professional level cropping. I've seen better crops during the Irish potato famine. Finally, someone links this sub on an actual rare insult. Somewhere out there, there's a tree whose single purpose on Earth is to replace the oxygen you waste. Go find it and apologize. Yep, it's all fake. The entire world shut down and ruined their economies just to make you wear a mask because you're so ugly. If McDonald's had brie cheese flavored chicken nuggets, they would smell like the lady next to me in this train. Niles, I would shave my head for you, a gesture which becomes less significant with each passing year. Let's have a quick check-in on Alex Jones to see how he's handling COVID-19 restrictions. Alex is maybe the only person on the planet who gets winded taking a breath. Are you really gonna plug your show ad right in the middle of the vid? Shameless. Yes, I'm Kyle. Because it's my show. How the duck else am I supposed to tell people about it? Would you rather I paint it on walls underneath a tunnel in a secret location so no one sees it? To avoid annoying you in future, Kyle, I'll advertise my show somewhere you'll never see it. Like in the arms of a woman who loves you. Love seeing this. As someone that drives something different, this happens all the time. Would love see some mate Jot in a Civic get pulled over after revving his engine next to me. What do you drive? Yo mama. He said something different. Not something that everyone has written before. Double duck in mid-ear. May 24th 2000. Whitlam at Sydney Town Hall debating the subject that politicians have lost their sense of humour when Sir Winton Turnbull, a Victorian MHR, was raving and ranting on the adjournment and shouted, "I'm a country member." I interjected, "I remember." He could not understand why, for the first time in all the years he had been speaking in the House, there was instant and loud applause from both sides. I'm a guy, as an ambassador for all men, we cannot be bribed. Even when you delete this, your words will not be gone. I want you to know that you are the human equivalent of moldy rusting serving spoon stuck to a piece of shut floating through a sewer. You will never know what I went through, and even though you are a lowly scram, I wouldn't wish for you to. Remember, your words matter, especially rude and incorrect ones like this one. Stupid as duck. Literally why? Serves no real purpose. Not the place to start your autobiography, champ. Gotta give you props for that. The brand girl was so basic that if you dropped her in industrial grade acid, she'd balance the pH. Me who doesn't know what that is.